Osborne Cox?
Yes.
I thought you might be worried about the security of your shit.
What is today?
Fuck. It's 30th.
30th of September.
Yes.
What? I already know what I want my next comic pick to be.
Okay.
I just thought of it.
Alright. Fuck. I'm not happy with the levels still. Alright. Fuck it, I'm dealing with it. Alright.
Yeah, deal away.
Alright, welcome to the second episode of Gutter Trash. I'm Eric.
And I'm Jason Young.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Are you already drunk?
No, not yet.
You just excited?
I'm just excited to be here.
Yeah. Why?
Because I want to talk about comics, and everyone I've seen today, I have to talk about real world stuff with. Like shoes. I went shoe shopping.
That's not real world.
Well...
So, man, what have you been working on?
Actually, I went to my school today and colored the cover to the third issue of my comic.
Yeah.
Vegedog Saturn #3. Hopefully, I'll have it finished in a couple weeks, and if we can make it up to Windy City Con, that would be awesome.
We've been talking about going up to Chicago. I love Chicago.
Mm.
I haven't been in years. The last time I went was borderline disastrous, but yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go again.
It's such a good city.
90% of my family is from there anyway, so.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Almost the entire my mom's side of the family is from there. So
my roommate's well, he's not from there, but he lived there a while. I visited him a few times. So.
Did both of them?
No, just Josh.
I thought Chris did as well.
No, he just always wears that Cubs hat. So,
okay.
Everybody thinks he's from Chicago.
I guess that's where I got confused as well.
But yeah, we used to go there all the time and visit him.
I just want to say I feel dirty by calling him by his real name.
Josh.
Yeah, well, and Chris.
Chris.
Yeah.
You can call him Doogie.
Alright.
Zippy and Doogie. They're like cartoon characters.
Yeah, they really are.
But yeah, that's all I've been drawing. I think. How about you?
I'm working on this short story, but I keep procrastinating. Well, I know our past couple drawing nights have been at my house, and I don't do a lot of productive work here, so I haven't been working on that.
Because you got a nice TV.
I do have a nice TV, and I've got video games, and I've got the internets, and I've got comics, and...
I've got candles and LPs.
Right. You just got electricity like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's no joke. Seriously, we were out of electricity for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, not for a while, just a couple days.
Right. Yeah, I never lost it here. But, which you'll find out about in the next half of the show.
That's right.
No, yeah, I haven't worked on the thing that I'm supposed to be working on in a few weeks. But yeah, I'm doing a short story for Matt, actually.
Mm-hmm. Based on one of his movies? Or,
yeah.
Or one of his friends' movies, or something.
It's a movie that he was somehow involved with,
right.
And I got stuck doing, so... But, yeah, I'm working on that. And I don't think he knows that I'm working on it, so I guess if he, for some reason, were to listen to this, he knows now. But
well, he might. His girlfriend is Juliet.
Right.
So
Well, she may never get us anything again, so... I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Juliet, kind of. But mostly I've just been doodling. I've been meaning to do some stuff for my website and all that, designing some layouts, and I came up with an idea for my blog. My blog has been kind of just generic since I started it.
Oh, okay.
So I've been trying to figure out a way to zazz it up, and zazz.
Likes the zazz.
I like the zazz. Need more zazz, and so I'm thinking about zazzing it up, and
I can't even spell zazz.
Z-A-Z-Z. Zazz.
Wow. Now I can.
There you go. Yeah, I've got a design in mind for it. And not really a theme, but just, like, I didn't know what to call it.
Right.
Yeah, so, but I've got an idea for it now. I've already changed the name of the blog, but, I want to add some...
It's not Eric's Pumpernickel Cafe anymore?
No, it's not. As much as I love Pumpernickel.
Yeah.
People were getting confused.
Right.
And thought that, I actually was like an online,
Bakist.
caterer. Yeah.
Bakist. Is that a word, bakist?
It's baker.
Baker?
Yeah.
I like bakist better.
It sounds more like a profession.
Yeah. Next time I play Scrabble, if I've got the letters, I'm going to spell bakist.
Nice.
And somebody calls me and I'm like, are you a fucking idiot? Where are you from? Baker? The fuck is that?
That's the name of a horrible person. But
Yeah.
I won't get into that.
Oh. Like a famous person?
No.
I was thinking Tammy Faye Baker.
No. I got no problems with them. I got no beef with the religious nut bakers.
Right? A little nutty, but...
Yeah. It's, I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah. That's one of our off-air conversations.
Right. So I guess we should start the show, kind of, I guess. We want to keep it loose, but at the same time we want to be focused.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. I always forget we're actually doing a show because I'm so used to just sitting here talking to you about comics.
Right. Well, let's talk about a comic.
All right.
We read The Umbrella Academy for this week's episode.
That's right.
I think it was pretty much against your will.
I didn't... That's not a book I ever would have picked up.
I
flipped through it, but I would never have bought it, probably.
Right. Well, I bought it monthly when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really, to this day, I'm still not sure why I bought it monthly. Because I guess Dark Horse did like a free comic book day promotion with it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember
It
that.
was like a 8-page story or something like that.
It's like a flip book or something?
No. You mean like, one side? Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like 2 or 3 other stories in it. But I read the Umbrella Academy one because it was free. Mm-hmm. And I hated it. I thought, this is fucking terrible.
Really?
Yeah. But I'm such a big fan of Casanova. And the artist on that was Gabriel Ba, who drew Umbrella Academy.
What was the free comic? Was it like just issue 1 or something? Or?
No, it was like a short story.
Okay.
Like specifically written, for free comic book day. And I hated it. It was terrible. And, it had a great cover. James Jean, did all the covers for the first series.
All right.
And, I thought the art was great because, I love Gabriel Ba. I thought Casanova is amazing. And when he was on that book, it was even more amazing. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much the only reason I picked up the book. Even after hating the short story, I still have no idea why I picked up the monthly.
You're just that big a fan of his art, probably.
I really am. I do enjoy his art a lot. I was incredibly surprised by how much I liked the actual monthly book and the actual story. And now, after reading the trade paperback, this is one of the only times I've ever double dipped on a comic. I bought the monthlies.
Oh, okay.
And then I bought the trade. I would say 40% of that is because I knew we were going to be talking about it on the show. Uh-huh. And I couldn't find my copies.
Right.
But I did want it all in like one big package, and I know this has like all the sketch shit in the back and all that. So
speaking of the back, you said the short story in the free comic day preview? That wasn't one of the ones that was in the back, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah. But after reading everything together in one sitting, I read this over 2-3 hours one night while I was doing my laundry at 3 in the morning. I really enjoyed that short story. Something clicked about it that I got it.
Well, it wasn't the one where the guy goes back in time to the French Revolution or something?
No, it was the one where the character Rumor finds herself dead, and their villain, the murder magician, is on TV bragging about it.
Yeah. I liked that backup story a lot. The other one, I can't even remember what war he ended up in, but I didn't really like that one.
That wasn't all that great, but I read I read everything in that book, and so all the afterwords and forewords and introductions and all that, and they kind of explain that it was just kind of put together really quick.
Right.
It was for an online thing that they did. But I don't know, big reveal. What did you think overall of the book?
I loved it. I couldn't believe how much I liked it. I think the main thing that got me was just how fun it was. It reminded me more of of Grant Morrison's Doom Patrol than anything I've read since Grant Morrison's Doom Patrol.
Yeah, I would. I think my friend and I described the book when it started coming out. It's like Grant Morrison Jr.
Yeah. I mean, there's like it never gets as like weird and like underground or not underground,
right.
but what's the subversive as Grant Morrison stuff. I mean, it's almost a lot more fun and. Like, you could probably let your kids read it as long as your kids weren't, like, 3 or 4, Right,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if kids can read it 4. I don't know. Probably not.
I think I could.
Really? I can't remember. I remember I read Thor comics before I could read, but anyway, yeah,
Did you read Thor when you were 4?
Probably.
In the door?
What? This conversation's a bore. Who's that? There's this naked lady on his screensaver that I forgot. Like there's like 1,000 awesome comic book pages that go by on your screensaver, and I don't get distracted by them. I look at them while we're talking. Right. But this beautiful naked lady just appeared, and I had no idea that was going to happen.
Sorry.
So no, but I didn't expect to like this book at all. Like the only frame of reference I had, or so I thought, was that I was familiar with the writer because he was in a really shitty band.
They're fucking terrible. They're like Queen if you beat them up a lot.
Yeah.
And then they wrote about it.
And I mean, I guess I was thinking, I didn't really think about it, but I was like, wow, okay, this is going to be like reading a Glenn Danzig comic, It's like the wrong genre for this guy,
Yeah.
But no, he's really good.
Yeah.
He knows how to write a comic, too.
Yes, he does. And he's a fucking good artist, too.
I know. I saw the sketches in the back. I was like, wow, Gabriel Bá really changed his style. And then I looked, and it was by Gerard Way, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And they're in color and everything.
I know. He is
multi-talented.
Multi-talented, and I think chose the wrong fucking career path.
Yeah. Quit your band if you're listening.
I mean, I know the band makes you millions of fucking dollars, but the comic is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And I think...
And chicks dig comic artists. They don't dig musicians. I mean,
I know.
Right?
Totally.
Why is he doing that? Money and women, you're going to get all that from writing the comics.
Exactly.
Not being in the band.
Exactly. Just look at Kurt Busiek.
Yeah. Yeah, compare Kurt Busiek to... Trent Reznor. And who's got more money? Who's got more ladies?
Kurt.
Right.
Because you know what all he has to do? Walk into a bar. Astro City, baby. Marvels.
They're like, I don't know how to make that. Does it have a lime?
He just takes over the bar and makes whatever he wants. It's like, I call this the Samaritan.
I've never read Astro City.
I just outed myself as a Astro City nerd.
It looks good. I just never got into it.
I haven't read it in like 10 years, but when I was reading it, it was good. But yeah, so I think easily this book surprised everyone.
Yeah.
Just by how good it was. And maybe he had a lot of help with his editor or whatever, but he pulled that fucker off.
Oh, yeah.
And
it was great.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I don't know what I was going to say. I lost it.
Yeah, that's right.
Did not expect to like it at all. I was like, I'm going to struggle through this. I even put it off until last night to read it. And I was like, man, as I was going to bed, I started reading it, and I was like, wow, this is really good. And then I finished it today, and I was super impressed. And I had no idea. I had thought that I was familiar with Gabriel Bá through... I've flipped through Casanova, and that book looks awesome.
Right.
I love the art. But I had read a book... I didn't realize I had read a book by him. Him and his brother did a book called Details.
Yeah.
I had no idea that was him, because his art looks a little different. That was alright, but...
Right. I'm curious about that book, just, again, because I do love Gabriel Bá.
Mm-hmm.
And Fabio Moon.
Fabio Moon, that's his brother.
That's his brother, yeah.
Oh,
they got a new book coming out. I told you about it once, and I gave you the completely wrong name for it. I think it's called Day Tripper.
Oh, okay.
Or some. Look it up. I'm on the internets.
I originally said it was Aquaman Goes to Heaven.
Yeah. Which would have been equally as awesome.
But the best story I remember from Details, because there's a bunch of short stories, it's not like one big story. There was one where him and his brother both draw the same story, and they just both draw it from a different point of view. And it was kind of neat.
That's cool. I found this one thing that I guess they formed up kind of a partnership with a few other artists. One of them is, God, I want to say it's Becky Cloonan. She drew Demo. And I think there's one or two other artists involved as well, but Day Tripper is the next book that they're working on.
Is it Dark
Vertigo?
Oh, it is Vertigo.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like just a series of short stories that each artist did, and I think one of the artists just did spot illustrations, chapter breaks between the stories.
Huh.
And I just kind of flipped through like a sample that I found, and it looked amazing, but I didn't read them.
Who wrote it?
I think they all it was themselves.
Okay.
Fabio Moon, Gabriel Ba, Becky Cloonan, whoever else.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Now I remember you
I think
showing
it was
that.
like five, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. That looks awesome. There was one guy that his style looked like Paul Pope and Mobius mixed together.
Yeah.
That did like the chapter illustrations.
Yep, that's who. Yep.
I forget his name, but man, that guy, he needs to quit whatever band he's in and do that full time. The only person that should be a musician and a comics artist is James Kachalka, in my opinion.
I agree.
He does both so well.
I completely agree. I've been listening the shit out of those two albums.
Yeah.
I haven't inflicted them on anyone else yet, but I should.
I love that Justin Timberlake song. It reminds me of... It's really weird, but it reminds me of Sigur Rós, which is like the most... I mean, I love Sigur Rós, but it's like one of the most pretentious pieces of music that I own.
Right.
But it has like this... Everything that I like about Sigur Rós is in that song. It just like has this build-up and it goes on and on. And I'm like, wow, if they had a sense of humor... They would do Justin Timberlake instead of, whatever Icelandic heartbreaking crescendo they're doing next.
I guess they have another book with Becky Cloonan and Vasilis Lolos.
Was that the guy?
It's a different guy. Vasilis Lolos, he's, what was that book? Pirates of the Coney Island?
Okay.
Pirates
of
Coney
yeah.
Yeah.
I like his art, too.
Yeah, he's really good as well.
Kind of reminds me of Jamie Hewlett.
Yeah, but yeah, they're doing a book called Pixu.
P-I-X-U.
P-I-X-U.
Never heard of it.
Neither have I, but it's got all four of those guys, and they're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Pirates of the Coney Island. What do I keep on saying? The Coney Island. Pirates of Coney Island. Is that like the next issue of that ever come out?
We may not have ordered it because we were down to selling one or less.
Well, I was behind.
You were the one.
I was the one.
Oh man. Okay, I'll make sure we get them.
All right. I mean, last I heard that like whatever issue was next after the one I had hadn't even come out yet. So who knows?
I don't know if we're still ordering or not. When it gets down to one copy, we sometimes still order them and sometimes don't because if we don't know who's buying the one copy,
like Jack Staff, where I have to beg for a fucking year.
Do you want that book?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, we're notoriously forgetting your Jack Staff for some reason. But hey, I'm not going to say whose fault it is, but I will say it's not mine because I don't order the Image book.
I know whose fault it is, but I'm not going to blame him.
Yeah, I'm not going to blame him either. We love you, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I wasn't even going to say his name. Edit. Pause for edit.
Yeah. Okay.
That's going in now.
But yeah, so thanks for picking that book, because I honestly never would have read it. I never would have picked it up, because I flipped through it, and I was like, oh, it looks neat, but...
I knew that I think you'd enjoy it.
Right.
That sounds weird. I knew that I think you'd enjoy it. But, no, I mean, I had deep suspicions that you'd enjoy that book. And I knew that you would never do it on your own, so, yeah, when the first opportunity I had to force it on you, I jumped.
Well, you know what's really funny is that me and you bought the only 2 copies that have been sitting in the store for weeks and weeks.
Right.
And we both bought them so we could do this. And then I was working over the weekend, and on Saturday this guy comes in and is like, do you have Umbrella Academy? I was like, where were you last week, fucker? But I had ordered one, because I knew we were both going to buy it, so I ordered another one, and it's coming in tomorrow, and I told him, I said, hey, we'll come back Wednesday, we'll definitely have one. So,
and now you can recommend it.
I can. I know. Usually I recommend comics I've never read because I read so little of the stuff that we carry.
Right.
I
Unless it's by Jeffrey Brown, you don't recommend it.
Right. Yeah, anytime a girl comes in and her boyfriend's buying magic cards and she's bored out of her mind, I'm like, hey, check out Jeffrey Brown books, man. And they always leave with one. They're like, oh, it's so adorable. I'm like, yeah, I know, right? But yeah, usually I have to recommend, like, oh, I hear Ultimate X-Men's really good this month, you know. And I'm like, I don't fucking know. You know? All I recommend is All-Star Superman and a bunch of mini comics. That's about it.
You are the worst comic book employee.
I am. Well,
Mavericks is the worst comic store.
It is. It's the worst. Oh,
I'm kidding. I love that place.
Me too.
I would shop somewhere else totally in a heartbeat, though.
For years I had a file at another store while I worked there. I would never tell Jacker. I'm glad this isn't like, you know, going out in public.
Right.
But I know, because I got a bigger like when I started working there was this other shop that opened up just down the road on Linden, and he was trying to get everybody's business.
Right.
So he was giving 25% off to anybody that opened a file.
Wow.
And I was only getting like, I think 10 or 15% at the job I worked at.
It's only how much I ever got at Mavericks.
Yeah. So I got a file there. And I mean, I wouldn't do that now.
Right.
But I was like 15. I needed the money.
Now you're 31. You're set for
That's
life.
right.
You don't need money.
I'm rolling in the dough.
Well, yeah. That big corporate gig at Mavericks.
All that Veggie Dog Saturn money that keeps rolling in. Oh.
That's why you can afford to work at Mavericks, because you got so much money coming in. Why is that scrolling by itself? That was fucked up.
Your computer's alive.
It is, man.
So yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, there's a sequel coming out.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We've ordered it already, I believe.
Yeah,
so it's
it comes
less
out
than 2 months.
in November. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's also kind of what popped it in mind for me as well.
The art reminds me, too, of, especially in this, because like I said, I didn't even recognize the style from his other stuff, but it really reminds me of Michael Avon Omen and Mike Mignola kind of mixed together.
There's definitely a Mignola feel.
Like with the monkeys and the shadows.
Right, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's definitely a Mignola feel.
You don't see the Avon calling?
Not as much. No, I wouldn't. Because Avon Omen is also so influenced by Mignola as well. And there's also like a bit of Bruce Timm.
I was going to say Bruce Timm with his jaws.
Right. And I mean, I don't want to say he's like a total Bruce Timm clone, but it's a heavy influence.
Can I see that? There's something else I wanted to point out that was just kind of odd. Find it. Oh yeah, it was really weird today. You know how every once in a while, like just things align and it's almost like creepy coincidence. Right. Well, this book is kind of, you know, I mean, it has a little bit of that anyway, like with all the time travel and everything. But they mentioned this Italian soap star named Gina Barbeau.
Yeah,
I think her name is. In this backup story, and I'd never heard of her until today. I was waiting to get my hair cut at this barber shop, and I was looking through a magazine, and there's just all this random information about celebrities, and one of them mentioned Gina Barbeau, and I had a picture of her, and I was like, oh, she's really pretty. Yeah. I'd never heard of her. And then I read this, and was like, wow, if I hadn't seen that picture this morning, I would have like had to stop and be like, who the hell is Gina Barbeau?
Obviously didn't stop me, because I glanced over that. I have no idea who the fuck Gina Barbeau is.
It was really weird, though.
I wonder if Grant Morrison Jr. there is working up a little spell when he's writing too.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even have to jerk off when I read it.
I know.
Like I do when I read Grant Morrison stuff.
Well, we just do that automatically anyway. But
I want to clear that up. That's because he does fuck it. I just jerk off when I read his stuff. I don't care.
Final Crisis is that good.
Yeah. I'm not even going to try to explain. Are we supposed to... We're allowed to talk about jerking off, right?
Who the hell's going to stop us?
Yeah, exactly.
Except for me, I'll edit this all out.
You can edit it out. But I don't know if I actually jerked off for the safety of the sales of the comic, but I just thought it was great that he was eliciting all of his readers to jerk off en masse.
Right. For his spell.
For his spell, right. Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, it sounds crazy, but, you know, like, you're like, what a loon. But he's hilarious and witty and good storyteller.
You read the internets, everyone hates him, so, yeah.
Everyone hates Grant Morrison.
Oh, yeah.
They all buy his books, though.
Oh, wow, that's weird, isn't it, how that works?
Yeah. comic fans are hypocritical? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Weird.
Or that the people on the internet don't exactly represent all comic book buyers.
Yeah. Or they just want to go in there and bitch.
Right. It's easier to tear down than to build up.
Oh, wow.
I know. That's deep.
Is that Giuliani? Who said that?
I think it was Bobcat Goldthwait.
No.
Reference to our last show.
Yeah. Man, that last show stunk.
Oh, man.
I
hope this one was better.
I listened to it after I got home. You made me a copy of it and right before I went to bed. And I was like, man, wow, this is terrible.
Yeah. I do kind of want to jump into announcer mode so that my coworker will get annoyed with me.
Oh, yeah. Does he hate your announcer voice?
I don't know if he hates it or not, but he pointed out that I go into it occasionally.
Yeah.
But which I notice, but along with all the other little things I do that make me hate myself. But we're going to be doing the show. Today is the 30th, which we mentioned, and we recorded our previous show on the 16th, so we record every 2 weeks, and in the off week is when we'll be releasing the episodes. Mm. So expect this show next Tuesday, which will be something like that.
Something like that.
6th, 7th. Tomorrow's the 1st. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say is that that's going to be our schedule from now on. Unless if it changes, we'll let you know.
Mm-hmm. So is there anything else you want to say about Umbrella Academy?
That it's fucking awesome, and I really look forward to the next one. I'm probably going to wait for the trade on that.
I was going to say, I will wait for the trade too. Yeah. And again, best cover artist ever. They've got on their books James Jean.
I don't know if he's doing the sequel.
Well, I'm just saying
for this one. Oh, yeah.
But like, just as an added bonus, like if the story and the art weren't good enough, and the surprise of me loving it wasn't good enough.
He at least had like 7 pieces of James Jean art too.
I know. So good.
He is incredible, though.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
Felt no pain. His brain was saturated with cocaine and Rogaine. He said, try scam, no thing, 3 card dead. Fly man, go for bling. He got bled, I jam, over sting. See spots red. I am sofa king. We card head.
We card head. Now repeat all very fast, please. I am sofa king. Faster. I am sofa king. We card head. No, not so fast. Loses meaning.
I am so retarded.
You say funny thing.
Oh, man.
Sorry about that fucking bad habit of hitting the goddamn keyboard.
The keyboard.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, let's start, because I'm a fucking retard.
That dumb keyboard just
hops in everywhere. Fuck it.
Well, pretty soon we'll be using, like, what was it, Minority Report or something, where they just, like, touch the air, and there's like an invisible, intangible keyboard that lights up when you...
I've never seen it.
Oh, maybe it wasn't Minority Report, though. I don't know. It might have been...
Could be. Sounds like something that would have been in that movie. Tom Cruise was in it. I avoided it.
Well, that was a good movie.
I'm sure it could have been, but Steven Spielberg also directed it, so that's why I avoided it.
Oh. But,
when Steven Spielberg directs another Indiana Jones movie, then he can call me.
I started to say Andy Dick wrote it, though, but Philip K. Dick wrote it. That'd have been a little different.
I didn't see the Andy Dick version.
Steven Spielberg, Dick. No, it was good. It was a good movie, but yeah.
I'm not big on the sci-fi.
Yeah, I'm not a huge sci-fi nerd, but that one was a good, like, Orwellian future, like, detective story. It was pretty good.
I like Back to the Future.
That was much better than Minority Report.
Yes. I knew it would be.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, shit. Pumpkin beer.
Pumpkin beer, Blue Moon.
Harvest Moon.
Harvest. Oh, you're drinking
Blue Moon bourbon.
Yeah. It is Thanksgiving.
Soon. Yeah.
Or Halloween or...
Well, all the Halloween costumes came out in July, so, yeah.
I know.
It must be Christmas by now, right?
I know. It is silly. They're so far in advance. The dollar store has... I think they do have Thanksgiving stuff already.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's crazy.
Because, Halloween's still a fucking month away. Let's, fucking 4th of July. Let's celebrate it now.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm
going to start celebrating my birthday on, like, December 1st.
Awesome. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I'm celebrating next year's birthday on my birthday.
Of this year?
Of this year, yeah.
And next year you don't get one?
No, then I'll celebrate the next one after that.
Just celebrate Christmas on your birthday.
Yeah. And then
it's anarchy is what I'm saying.
Exactly. Well, I'll put up my birthday decorations like 3 months in advance. And,
that'd be great. You know how people do, like, Halloween decorations? Like, if you just drive by, you're like, why is that giant inflatable birthday cake in that guy's yard? And then, like, he's naked. He's naked, and he's got an umbilical cord. You're like, it's my birthday decorations. Why else? We can give the Easter Bunny and Jesus, you know. Might as well give me some, too.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think it's going to catch on.
I think,
like a giant birthday card with your... Oh, and there's like a hole, and you get your face sticking in it. You know, like in those cutouts where you go to the fair, and they let you take your picture as a pirate or something.
that would be awesome.
Oh, that would be good. So yeah.
Yeah, any more about the Umbrella Academy you want to talk about?
No.
Just that it's awesome, and you didn't expect it?
I did not expect it. Everybody should go buy it.
Yeah? You going to keep yours?
That's a tough one. I may actually keep it.
That is, I think, the highest compliment you could pay to a book.
Yeah. I was thinking about taking it back tomorrow, and then after I read it, I'm like, I don't know. That's pretty good.
Alright. Well, let's, even though I know that we just had our technical glitch, let's go ahead and pause right now so that we can throw in the second segment.
Oh.
And then we'll be discussing the new Coen Brothers movie, Burn After Reading.
Yeah.
So, hang with.
Lying in my plastic bed, thinking how things weren't so cool to me. My baby likes to pull, like lying naked in my bedroom, hiding on the dinosaur tonight.
Alright, welcome back. This is the movie portion of our show.
Movies.
Movies are good. In the interest of full disclosure, we are not recording this at the time that you're at the same time as you listen to the previous segment.
Editing trickery.
Yeah, we are devils. The movie that Jason chose, yeah, this was your choice.
That's right.
Is Burn After Reading, the new Coen Brothers film.
Oh, yeah.
Which is still in theaters.
You should go see it.
So we had a little field trip.
Our first field trip.
Yep. And so we figured after we saw it, we'd record the show while it was still fresh in our heads. So if this sounds a little disjointed from the previous segment, we apologize.
If I'm a little drunker now than I am during the other portion, it's because that's quite possible.
Yeah, well, I think the trick to that is that we'll get you good and liquored up before we do whatever comic we're going to be doing at that point.
That's a good idea.
Whatever comic that you just listened to.
Yeah, which neither one of us know.
No.
Or do we do?
No, we don't know.
Okay, we don't know?
No. I mean, I know it because it's going to be my week.
Okay.
I've already made my choice, but I haven't told you my choice yet.
Okay, so it's not the other one.
Right. I guess that me scratching myself probably just picked up on the mic. That's retarded of me.
We can edit that out. We're full of editing trickery.
True. We have made a deal with a digital Faust.
The digital devil.
That's right. It's not Faust. We are Faust.
That's a good comic.
At
least well drawn. David Quinn, not so much. Tim Vigil, oh so much.
Well, I looked through a few issues lying around your house, and the art's okay.
Yeah, the art's... Oh, I would love, Tim Vigil, if you're listening, you should draw The Punisher, or Doctor Strange, or something that isn't all about murdering and having multiple orgasms.
I don't know. I don't think Doctor Strange shows off his cock enough for Tim Vigil to...
But he could.
He could, I guess.
No.
But that's not what we're here to talk about right now.
That's right.
We just we saw a pretty good movie, I think.
Yeah, we this is the first time we've talked about it because on the way home we were too busy dodging fallen trees. And
apparently, we had some sort of tornado.
Yeah,
or tornado-like conditions.
Half the town's out of power. So everybody's in the drive-thrus of all the fast food joints.
Yeah, we were going to stop at Taco Bell, grab a burrito. And the line for the drive-thru is wrapped around the building and out onto the street.
It was insane. I haven't seen a drive-thru line like that since September 11th, 2001.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's true. Nobody wanted to cook on that day.
I was at work that day. So.
Me too. Worked all day.
So did I. Wow, just
Tangent number 5.
Jesus Christ. Why don't we just talk about some dead babies while we're at it?
Oh, man. I did see a good dead baby the other day.
Really?
Rotten.com.
Oh, yeah.
No, I've never been. I haven't been there in years.
I haven't either. I haven't been there, though.
It's unfortunate. The only good thing on that website was a picture of a girl in a Halloween mask pooping on herself in the shower. It was really funny. But other than that, everything else was lowbrow. The rest of it just didn't measure up.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, the movie Burn After Reading.
Did we see the movie?
Yeah.
Wow. I forgot.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, it was. We just opened about a week ago or so. We had the option to see it at one of the nationally owned corporate chain theaters.
That's right.
But we chose instead the locally owned art theater.
We said, fuck the man.
Damn straight.
We're going to the Neon.
Fuck yeah, Neon Movies in Dayton, Ohio. Just outside the Oregon district.
On the 5th Street.
Yes. So all you people in Kansas listening, if you ever want to come out here and...
Next time you're at the air show.
Oh, yeah, the air show or the Air Force Museum, you can come to the Neon Theater and support what crappy, pretentious French film that they're showing that day, because they hardly ever show all that really great movies.
I will say about the Neon, every trailer that they showed, besides Choke, which looks pretty funny,
Yeah.
every trailer was a perfect example of why I don't usually go to the Neon. It just looked like the most pretentious crap. And that's the thing about that theater is, if a good movie ever comes to this town, that's a small movie, they're the only people that get it.
Yeah.
But you have to wade through
Garbage.
an avalanche of French crap to find a good movie there.
I really do enjoy going there, and I really like supporting them. But what the hell was? There's Choke.
Yeah, Choke. There was one. Was it Just Like Heaven or something like that?
The Edge of Heaven.
The Edge of Heaven.
Wow, which one was that? They kind of ran together.
I know, they were all like people lying on the floor crying with bad sets. just like heaven. I'd rather see My Blue Heaven any day. Steve Martin, Rick Moranis, kicking ass.
Fuck! You just ruined my next choice for the show.
Oh man! But another good thing I can say about the Neon that might explain my current situation. They serve beer, which is awesome. I don't drink when I watch movies at home, but for some reason I just felt like I had to take advantage, and I had a couple of beers there, and all I've eaten in the last 8 hours is like a third of a tub of popcorn, because I actually dumped it on the floor. Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah, I did not indulge. I'm indulging right now, but not at the theater.
I'm drinking a 40 of Corona,
And
or what is it, a 24 of Corona. I'm sorry.
And I am going the pussy route and having a pint of Smirnoff Ice.
So yeah, great movie. Right after it.
I wouldn't know. There was some douchebag sitting in front of me who laughed at possibly the most inane fucking things.
You know what was the best part too? There was 3 or 4 really funny parts in that movie.
He didn't laugh.
He didn't laugh.
Yeah.
He laughed every time someone said "I'll be right back," and he was like,
It was incredibly loud and distracting, and I just kept looking at him the entire time.
I couldn't believe it.
I muttered quite a few times, "It's not that fucking funny."
Yeah. Oh, I swear, he laughed at least seriously, at least 100 times during the movie. No exaggeration.
Yeah, from the get-go. I mean, the movie started, and as soon as he saw John Malkovich, he just started guffawing.
Oh yeah, and I'm all for people enjoying their movie, and
Right.
whatever. If he wants to laugh, that's fine. But it just was odd that he chose the non-funny parts to laugh at. It was bizarre. It was like he was nervous, and he was laughing at the nervous parts or something.
I don't know.
Or he thought maybe he was like, this part's probably supposed to be funny. I should be the first guy to laugh.
Well, when he walked in, I knew there was going to be issues.
When he pulled those boxes out of his bag.
I don't know what the... Well, no. Did you see him when we left?
No.
He had 4 framed pictures, a tennis racket, his laptop, and some sort of electrical cord.
Did he...
Plus the beer and the popcorn.
Was he reenacting the final scenes of The Jerk or something?
I'm not sure.
Did he have a lampshade with him? What the hell?
He could have.
I saw him set some... I thought it was boxes. Maybe it was the framed pictures down on the seat
Right.
next to him. I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah, I couldn't tell what it was, and I saw, in the dark, I saw the wire, and I saw his laptop, but I couldn't figure out what the hell the other crap was. And when you were in the restroom and me and your brother were waiting for you, I saw the guy, he was packing all his shit up as he was leaving. And he tucked a tennis racket under his arm, and I'm like, what the fuck? Who brings a tennis racket to a movie?
You never know when a tennis game is going to spring up. Maybe it's just, that's what you get for seeing movies downtown, I guess, right across from the bus station.
Man, I don't know. I'm at the point where I don't want to see movies at a theater anymore.
Right.
Simply because of the other people.
I can't wait till I'm so rich that I can just rent out the theater and sit there by myself.
Well, I can always also just wait for it to come out on DVD and rent it. Because we saw Dark Knight, and there was the guy behind us.
Oh, yeah.
Who, oh my god, it's the Joker! It's the Joker! Everybody fucking knew it was the Joker.
That guy was Captain Obvious.
He was a special person.
He's the kind of guy that, when he's driving down the street, he goes, yield, when he sees a yield sign.
I'm yielding!
Yeah. I'm going to yield at this yield sign, because that's what it's supposed to tell me to do. I'm sorry.
No, that's alright. I don't recall there being anyone like that during Pineapple Express, but...
the last few times you went, it's like you're a magnet for
idiots. But the movie itself, I really enjoyed myself.
It was really funny.
I will say it was a little slow at the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could agree with that.
Yeah, I don't think it really didn't pick up until, for me anyway, the first time that Brad Pitt and John Malkovich had their first interaction.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess we should probably safely say that... Spoilers all around.
Yeah. Go see the movie, turn off the podcast and go see the movie, and then...
come back.
Yeah.
Re-download us, and... well, I guess you could save us to your hard drive.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, spoilers from here on out, totally. But that should be obvious to you if you listen to the first half, which is the comic part, and we probably spoiled the fuck out of that, too.
Oh, yeah. Probably, because we don't know, because we're time travelers right now.
Damn straight.
That's in the future.
But, yeah, the first time Brad Pitt and John Malkovich had their interaction over the phone was, I think, the moment that it became a good movie to me.
Brad Pitt was really funny in that movie.
Yeah.
Funnier than you would think Brad Pitt could be.
Yeah. I would... would you venture to say this is probably his best role in a long time?
It's weird. We were just talking about Brad Pitt last night, my roommate and I. I remember in the early 90s, I was like, I hate Brad Pitt. Wow, what a douchebag. And then he was like, oh yeah? Well, I'm going to be in 7 and 12 Monkeys and Fight Club and Snatch and Prove You Wrong, motherfucker. And I was like, wow. He was in 4 amazing movies.
Yeah.
And that guy is a badass motherfucker. And now I can't think of any of the bad movies I've seen him in. It's like he crept into my house and brainwashed me because I can't think of a bad movie that guy's been in. And I remember I hated him because of all the, bad movies that I thought he was in.
Interview with a Vampire?
That was terrible.
Oh, the Johnny Suede.
I've never even heard of that. He was great in True Romance, but he had 3 lines.
Right. Yeah, well, I'll agree with that.
Maybe it's just because...
Cool World?
Oh, that was awful. Wow, that was terrible. Maybe I'm thinking of how, he was just like a Hollywood pretty boy and...
overhyped. The next big star.
But they were right. He was amazing.
Yeah.
He's such a good actor. And he's going to be in the The Bizarre Case of Benjamin Button, which is the only other movie coming out this year that I want to see.
Yeah, that does look pretty good. But, I'll pretty much say anything David Fincher does.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I have yet to see Zodiac, but...
Yeah, that Paul Abdul video was fucking awesome that he did.
I said everything, and I meant it.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, he was great. There was a lot of good small actors. The only thing I think that movie needed was William H. Macy, and that would have been fucking perfect.
Yeah, I could... yeah, he could have been in the manager of the health club, Hard Bodies.
See... That guy was great, though.
He was very good.
Wasn't that her husband from Fargo? The guy that played Ted. I forget the actor's name.
That wasn't. That wasn't that guy.
Well, he was in. I know I recognize him. I was thinking from another Coen Brothers movie. But
well, he is one of those actors. You don't know his name, but he's so familiar.
He's in 1,000 things.
Right, and if I had the internet right now, we'd look him up and see just who the hell he is. But tornadoes tore out my phone lines, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we should talk about that for a second. Today, in our town, apparently there was basically a tornado, except for it didn't touch down. There are branches everywhere. I mean, there's streets that you can't drive down because there's trees.
Yeah.
I tried to go to my mom's to help her move an air conditioner after work, and there's all these trees like just destroyed and laying on the street everywhere. Like, all over town.
Yeah, I know that behind us, there's a back street here. The street is entirely blocked by the trees across the street from each other coming down, like in the middle of the street.
It's like giant limbs in the road.
Yeah, and then, on our way back from the theater, you were going down the curviest fucking road in Dayton anyway. It's like a mountain.
And all the traffic lights are out.
All the traffic lights are out. All the street lights are out.
Nobody's... Okay, people. Okay. Listen to this for a second. If all the streetlights and all the traffic lights are out, here's what you do. It becomes a four-way stop, alright? The fuckheads that don't know that, oh my god, what the hell? It becomes a four-way stop. If we get nothing else from this podcast other than one fucking moron out there realizes that
it's a four-way stop.
It's a four-way stop when the traffic lights are out, then we have been successful. But please fucking realize that. No one knew that. They were just driving right through the lights. Are you fucking idiots?
Oh,
what the hell?
When we started out this evening, we had your roommate with us. And halfway to the theater, he's like, I need to go home.
He's like, oh yeah, I remember I'm going to see some band play. He's like, I gotta see this band play that's supposed to sound like Explosions in the Sky, only... not as financially successful. So I got to support them, which is nice.
Yeah.
I think they're called the Minutes, so I hope the Minutes rock, and I hope they make
Yeah, nothing against the band, and nothing really against your roommate, but it was kind of weird last minute that he remembers he double booked himself.
Yeah.
So we're taking him home, and we're at like the major intersection near your house, and it's a weird fucking intersection anyway, because it's a four-way intersection, but it seems like there's 6 different ways you can go.
Because of all the left turns.
Yeah, and coming down from the north to south, there was like 3 cars that just went through the light.
Oh, they just drove right through it.
Yeah.
The best part was the lady that had her hands on her head as she was driving. I was like, what the hell? Like, a third car drove in front of me when it was my turn. They just kept going as if they had a green light. And it's a power outage, so there's no lights. And the third car, the lady driving the truck, she's not on her cell phone, but both of her hands are on the top of her head as she's driving. Maybe she's got a gun to the back of her head and she's, driving a serial killer to his next crime scene, which I hope so, because I hope that lady is murdered in her sleep tonight.
Wow. That's dark.
It's pretty dark, but...
I mean, I'm the one that's supposed to be the homicidal one here.
It's not as dark as that traffic light because it was out, the stupid bitch. Oh, my God. Oh. I'm sorry, I get a little worked up.
You're an angry drunk.
I'm an angry drunk. I'm never an angry drunk. I can't believe how people behave whenever, the slightest thing go wrong. They just like, well, fuck it, I'm going home. I don't care that the traffic lights are out. I'm just going to drive and fuck that guy that it's his turn. I I don't care.
Kind of a couple weeks ago, I had to go get my tags renewed for my car. And there was some sort of computer network outage with the DMV in Columbus, and there was like a pretty big line of people in front of me. But like it was affecting the computers here in Dayton. Didn't really help that I went to the ghettoest of ghetto DMVs. But I'm standing there, and the guy behind the counter like makes the announcement. He's like, "Oh, the computers are down," and then like the just people in front of me just start bitching.
Right.
And they're just like, "God damn it, I'm sitting here, I can't believe I do this." And they started leaving. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, well, yeah, I got off early this day. I'm not too terribly in a rush to go anywhere.
The line's getting shorter.
The line's getting shorter because the more people that get angry, the more that are leaving. So next thing I know, I'm in front of the line.
Right.
And then, I get called up, and, as luck would have it, that the computers came up for, like, the minute that they needed to renew my car.
See, every once in a while, there's a silver lining.
Exactly. And I'm usually one of those angry people that, throw things around.
But storm out of the DMV.
Right. Of course, I had already taken, they have one of those cashless ATMs there.
Right.
And I'd already taken, like, $40 out.
What's a cashless ATM? I'm one of the 7 people in America that doesn't have an ATM card.
You slide your card through, and it gives you a receipt telling you how much money you've withdrawn.
Okay.
And then you have to take it up to the counter, and then they just take that as cash.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the point of that?
So they don't get robbed. I don't know.
Huh.
Because they don't use credit cards at the DMV or anything like that, so...
I've never taken money out of an ATM in my entire life.
Wow. I do. I barely ever have any cash on me, so if you're trying to rob me, don't.
I can't wait till it's a
Unless
cash.
you want $1.
Right. Or some,
some spare change that I can't even use to buy the candy at my office.
Your Kroger Plus card.
Yeah.
I can't wait till it's a cashless society, and more importantly, a checkless society. It's all got to be computer chips in our fingertips.
Mark of the Beast. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I can't wait.
I'm not doing that. Fuck that.
So yeah, it was a good movie.
Good movie that we watched, starring Brad Pitt, George Clooney,
John Malkovich. Frances McDormand was awesome. She was really good.
She was really good, yeah. I don't normally like her, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Fargo? Come on.
Well, I like Fargo, but...
Raised in Arizona?
Eh.
You gotta get your dip tet. You gotta get your dip tet.
This is the second time that we've... Was this on our official preview show that we talked about...
Oh,
yeah, that's
maybe,
right.
yeah.
Maybe. I mean, it's seriously been like 10 years since I've seen Raised in Arizona. I don't remember a goddamn thing from it.
That's such a good movie.
I'm sure it is. I remember enjoying it, but...
And the guy that played the head of the CIA, I forget his name, the actor's name, but...
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
He was awesome. He's the guy from Lady Killers that always says, "Easiest thing in the world." That guy.
He's also J. Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Comic books. People read them.
He's I enjoy him and everything he is in.
He is great.
Yeah. And he generally kind of plays the same guy.
Yeah.
Like in everything he does, but it's always awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. That guy needs more work.
He was only he's in a show.
Yeah? Television program?
Yeah, a television program.
Ooh.
It's on cable.
Oh,
it's called The Closer.
He's a baseball player?
No.
Oh.
He's the head of the police department or something like that.
Huh.
It's got Kevin Bacon's wife in it. And
I don't even know who that is. Who's Kevin Bacon's wife?
Kevin Bacon's wife.
Oh, right.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
And
Kelly Bacon.
Kelly Bacon.
Sarah Bacon. Yeah. Sarah Bacon.
It's Kira Sedgwick, actually.
Kira Sedgwick.
It's also got, and this is the best part, the guy from the Police Academy movies. The evil commanding officer.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The guy with always had the switch with him.
Oh, where he has that bullhorn and they put like shoe polish on it.
Right.
And he does he yells through the bullhorn and there's a black circle around his mouth. Comedy.
Yes.
Comedy genius.
Love Police Academy.
Oh, it's so good.
But it's no Burn After Reading.
No, that movie was funny. You guys should go see Burn After Reading. It's on at the Neon, maybe.
Yeah, if you're in Dayton. But if not, I'm sure a theater near you has it.
You gotta respect them, too, for following up
Oh, No Country for Old Men and this movie are just the polar opposites.
It's like going to see Motorhead and Mazzy Star opens up for him. It couldn't be more different.
Yeah. And I totally respect the hell out of that, too.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have easily just done, well, that was really popular, let's milk that for all it's worth.
Right. Yeah, let's get somebody else from Goonies to be in a movie with no music.
Oh, that was my favorite part of that movie, too.
What's that? No music?
No music, yeah. There's a lot of music in this one, though. Mm-hmm. I mean, it is completely... It is the exact opposite of No Country for Old Men.
Has anybody ever heard of the band The Fugs? Because they did the closing credits as the guy sounds like he's like, I don't even want to be here, but I'm going to do this song. I couldn't believe that.
If anyone out there is listening and you have heard of the Fugs, please write into us. We want to know more.
Yeah, who the hell are the Fugs?
Yeah.
They sing a song called CIA Man.
It was funny, but so bizarre.
Yeah. It was like...
We sat through the entire credits just, I think, to find out who the hell was singing it.
Right. That's the only reason. I didn't think Sam Jackson was going to show up and try to get Francis McDormand to join the Avengers or anything, so that's the only reason I can think of sitting through the credits.
Should we talk about what the movie actually is about?
Oh, yeah, the movie. That's right. This is right, we were talking about movies.
We're coming up on a half an hour.
Oh, man.
Fuck it. No, we'll still talk about it, because this will probably be edited.
Yeah, the movie was kind of a spoof of a lot of the espionage, crime, CIA, secretive movies that have been popular for years and years.
Yeah.
You even had the little X-Files like font at the beginning.
Yeah.
The very first thing you see, like along the bottom left corner of the movies.
The opening and the beginning of the movie start with like the world's largest pan in and pan out.
Yeah. Yeah. And it goes to the CIA headquarters, which is in Virginia.
Yes.
Yeah.
But basically it's John Malkovich plays a pretty low-level CIA employee. I guess he's pretty much just a paper pusher.
Yeah.
And he gets demoted.
Canned, almost.
Yeah. So he just quits. And he decides that he's going to write his life's work, or his life story.
His memoir.
John Malkovich, he's a good actor, and I like seeing him in things, but he has such a weird way of talking sometimes.
I love that guy, though.
I mean, I shouldn't talk. My voice sounds like shit when we actually listen to this show, but...
No, nobody listens to this show, including us.
Well, we shouldn't.
Yeah.
Neither should you.
Yeah, turn it off. Go outside. It's nice out.
It is.
Watch out for fallen branches, though.
Yeah. Or power lines, and don't go to Taco Bell.
Don't ever go to Taco Bell, even if the drive-thru's empty.
Yeah, but they do have the new volcano taco. You should check that out.
The ass volcano. The shit volcano. That's what they should call it. Okay, back to the movie.
Back to the movie, yeah. Focus!
Sorry, guys. Stay with us. Stay with us. Just hold on. Help is on the way. So yeah, he gets demoted.
Yeah, he gets shit canned
by the guy that plays Sledgehammer.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, he was also a cop in An Innocent Man, starring Tom Selleck.
Wow.
Sorry, I know that.
Did you actually see that?
Yeah.
Wow, I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, well, this is pretty good.
Really?
Let's talk about that.
No.
Okay.
Not until we see it. That can be your next
No,
choice.
I never want to see that again.
Well, then I guess I'll have to pick the Tom Selleck movie for next week.
Oh, man. Is it Quickly Down Under?
It will be.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, Sledgehammer shows up and...
Cans John Malkovich.
He goes home and his wife is berating him from the word to go.
She's a bitch, too. That girl,
bitch.
She's like Iris from Flash.
If you've ever listened to Tom versus the Flash, you'll know what we're talking about.
Which you totally should. It's funny.
You really should. It's an awesome podcast. Tom versus the Flash. I'm sure he'll appreciate the traffic.
It's on the computer interweb.
Yeah, for the two people that listen to us who probably are already listening to Tom versus the Flash anyway.
Which is me and you.
Yeah.
That's the two people that listen to it. If you are listening to this and you're not me or Eric, write in sometime and tell us that you're not us. And that
seriously.
You actually listen.
We want feedback, people.
Because we think maybe that we're just sitting in this room here, recording ourselves having a conversation.
Yeah.
which, that's not bad, but
Right. Yeah.
it'd be nice to know you're out there.
Right. We've heard from people, but we know them all.
Yeah, we know them all.
Yeah, so we want to know from people. We want to hear from people we don't know.
And we only know 6 people collectively, and that includes ourselves. So.
Seriously, we're lonely people.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the movie though. Yeah. The movie's good.
The trailers make it look like it's very heavily a Brad Pitt movie.
Right.
It
right.
really isn't.
No. In fact, spoiler, he gets killed halfway through the movie.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Well, hell, it takes like 45 minutes for him to even show up first.
Yeah.
And then he's only around for like 20 minutes after that.
But he's hilarious while he's in there.
He really is.
He's really good.
He did look a little weird.
He
I don't know if it was just the hair.
The drugs, maybe?
It could be the drugs.
Yeah, the hair, wow. And he's all, like, excited. He reminds me, that's the thing about the Coen Brothers. They have a gift that they can put people in their characters in their movies that are so relatable to just, like, the random schmo people that you meet.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, wow, what is the deal with that guy? Is that real? And then the Coen Brothers are like, oh, yeah, that's real. And we're going to put it in our movie because we know how to make a good film. We know how to make characters that actually exist.
Yeah. And they're all unique, and I think that's definitely the thing. They're all unique characters. There's no other character like Brad Pitt's character in this movie in any other movie.
Oh no, never.
Yeah.
And like the lawyer guy that's trying to get John Malkovich's wife to take him for all he's worth.
Yeah.
He's so real.
Yeah.
Like he's like just some weird guy that you'd meet.
Yeah. And he's not like there are no typical movie characters in this movie, and that's what makes it so awesome.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's like you said earlier. It's sort of like a parody of all those old, well, not even old, but just spy movies in general. It's like they took every spy convention and said, we're going to do the exact opposite.
Yeah, like the CIA, they don't know anything. Like
they don't know anything. And they just
mumbling.
don't give a shit either.
Yeah, they don't care. Even the movie poster I was telling you on the way in, it reminded me a lot of those old Saul Bass movie posters that he would do for Alfred Hitchcock, like spy movies.
Yeah,
it was such like an homage / sarcastic parody, and it's really funny.
Yeah.
You guys have to see it. Turn off the Super Bowl or whatever shitty television you're watching, and
Dexter?
go. Yeah, well, Dexter's pretty good. I don't know, man. So I don't know if it. Oh man, that's a tough one. I think if you're watching Dexter, just wait till it's over. Wait till it's over,
and then go see this.
and then go see it because Dexter's quite possibly better than this movie. But
I would agree.
yeah,
But back to the movie, though. I do. I think my favorite character. I mean, all the characters in it are good. All the actors are in it are really good. Even
awesome.
George Clooney, I thought, was amazing in this movie.
He's man,
he's all over the board.
I love how every scene he's commenting on the style of floor of the room he's in. He's like, "Is that a wide white panel pine or something?" Wow.
Because when you first meet him, you totally think that he's going to be that stereotypical. I'm George Clooney. I'm the hero of this movie. I'm going to do something really badass at some point.
Yeah.
But he totally doesn't.
No, not at all. He has this. Oh my gosh. The only he does build an amazing machine that. Oh, I would even be tempted to buy one of those. I don't know.
I don't know if we should tell. You definitely just need to see it. We don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, this is the one thing we will not let out of the bag. He builds something in the movie that is fucking amazing, and you have to see it to believe it. It's incredible, and you'll all want to go out and buy one.
Yeah,
but they don't exist because they're so fucking cool that no one can make this thing.
Well, what's even awesome is that it's out of nowhere.
Oh yeah,
like we see him.
There's no build.
We see him go into Office Depot or not Office Depot, Home Depot.
Yeah, Home Depot,
and he starts building this thing in his basement, and we see him welding stuff, and we see him like moving parts around.
Right.
But we have no fucking clue what he's doing or why he's doing it.
You'd think it'd be something like espionage related.
Right.
It's not.
But it's amazing.
It's fucking cool. I want one. That's all I'm saying.
Once people see it, that might give the wrong impression about you. But
at this point, I don't care. That thing was so amazing. I don't even know if I would use it. I would just be like, hey,
Check this out.
I've also got one of these things. We've got a pool table. We've also got this thing if you want to hang out out here.
I twisted you over and under to take you. The coals went so wild as they swallowed the rest. I twisted you under and under to break you. I just couldn't breathe with your throne on my chest all night. All I hear is your heart. How come so far under the bed into the beam?
Technical glitch. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. I should really move my keyboard somewhere else.
But yeah, Sweet Machine in the movie that everyone's going to want to go buy.
Seriously, it's pretty fucking awesome.
Other than that, though, the story, it's not really about the story. It's about the characters.
So, the story's pretty paper thin.
And it's about making your ass laugh, and it will.
Yeah.
You'll totally laugh, unless you're a stuck-up bitch
Right.
or an asshole dude.
Right, who will laugh at all the not funny parts.
Yeah, right before you go play tennis at midnight in a city with a power outage.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Oh, man. Anything else about the movie?
I'd say it's not the worst Coen Brothers movie.
No, yeah, I would definitely. It's not their best either, I would say.
It's no Big Lebowski.
No, I would say that one probably sits as my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I couldn't pick a favorite. I can pick a favorite. I can tell you my favorite Coen Brothers movie.
Well, then tell it.
It is The Man Who Wasn't There.
That's a great movie.
That is in my top 5 favorite movies of all time. You want to hear my top 5 while we're doing movies here?
What the fuck, sure.
I'll just throw them out there.
Right.
And this is in the precise order. Or at least the first one. Easily the first best movie I've ever seen in my entire life is Alien, without a doubt.
Right.
From there, I would go Purple Rose of Cairo. I would go Man Who Wasn't There. I would go Seven. And I would finish up with Natural Born Killers. That's it. That's my list.
Wow. I don't know if I have a definitive 5.
Yeah.
I definitely know my number 1 movie of all time.
Mamma Mia. Just came out this year.
That it is. I saw that instead of seeing The Dark Knight on opening weekend.
In IMAX, no less.
In IMAX. That was the one theater that wasn't showing The Dark Knight in IMAX. And it was totally worth it. Pierce Brosnan has never been better.
All right.
Especially when he sings. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, man.
It's a must-see. No. My all-time number 1 favorite movie, bar none, Apocalypse Now.
Oh, okay. That's kind of a big one.
Yeah. I don't know if I have a top 5, though. I mean, there's movies I like. There's movies I like a lot. They're always changing. I don't know if I could just pick out one.
Right.
I can cobble together one here real quick.
Yeah.
Just off the top of my head.
Do it up.
No thought whatsoever. Evil Dead 2.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Requiem for a Dream.
Ooh, that's a dark one.
It's a dark one, and I've never seen it past the one time that I've seen it.
The Wayans brothers have never been funnier.
I've only seen it the once, but it left such an impression on me that it will reside in my top 5.
It's pretty heavy. So yeah, what's your other 2?
That's a very good question. I'm stalling. I'm blanking on everything.
Just name any 2 Stanley Kubrick movies. They're all amazing. I almost want to change one of mine to a Stanley Kubrick movie.
Well, you can't. You've already mentioned your list.
Oh man.
No, go ahead.
Because I could easily say The Shining and excuse me, Doctor Strangelove. Those 2 movies, they could really creep into my top 5. They could muscle just about any one of those movies except for Alien right out of the picture.
I have never sat through The Shining entirely. I have seen Doctor Strangelove and I like it, but I like 2001 better.
That's a good movie.
And Clockwork Orange I also enjoy a hell of a lot better.
That's a really good movie. Shining's definitely, bar none, my favorite horror movie, though.
I don't know what my favorite horror movie was if I had to separate the genres and all that, but I know the one movie I enjoyed the most, at least a recent horror movie, is Hatchet.
Hatchet, okay. I've only seen like 20 minutes of that.
Right, but I love that movie.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah, but that's such a recent thing. I don't think it's had the opportunity to stand the test of time yet.
Friday the 13th Part 6, Alice Cooper soundtrack. I'm not joking. I love that movie.
Never seen it.
I've seen it like 20 times.
Yeah, I've never seen any of the Friday the 13th movies.
You're not missing anything.
I don't think so.
Seriously, they're pretty terrible.
I didn't see Freddy vs. Jason.
That was good. That was really good. Japanese director, I forget his name, but he did something amazing. He was like, I'm going to make this really fun. It's going to be like, you're going to feel like you're watching the Super Bowl with your two favorite teams when you're in the middle of this movie. And that's what he did. It was good. But it's no burn after reading, people. That's what we're talking about here tonight.
All right, you've saved me from having to come up with 2 more movies.
Awesome.
All right. Man, yeah, I can't think of a top 5. My tastes are always changing. It's pretty much just depending on my mood, I guess.
Right.
But I think the 3 that I mentioned, I think those 3 will always reside at least in the top 10.
Apocalypse Now is your number 1.
Number 1 all time, no matter what. Anything else about the movie you want to talk about?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I do want to. We talked a little bit about the manager of the gym.
Oh yeah,
in the movie
Ted,
who's actor. We have no idea.
The name escapes me.
Yeah,
he's good though.
He's good, and I would say he's my favorite character in that movie.
Really?
Because he's so human.
Oh yeah,
and he is the character that you watch him go through this movie, and especially what happens to him at the end, so undeserved.
Oh yeah,
and he is just the most real human character in this film, and you just feel so bad through him, and you want to see him come through in the end.
It never gets brought up really in the movie, but you as an audience and him are the only two that know what Ted really wants out of life in that movie. And no one ever else knows other than the audience. No one cares. Yeah, no one cares.
And yeah, he is the character with the most to lose in this movie.
Yeah, and he does.
And he's the most sympathetic character, and it's terrible what happens to him, but he is my absolute favorite character in that movie.
Yeah.
And it's such a small role too, but so bigger than the movie itself. I think.
Where do I know that guy from too? It's driving me crazy. Oh, he was Birdie's father in The Man Who Wasn't There. He was the drunken lawyer guy that Billy Bob Thornton goes to see. He's like drinking whiskey on the porch. He's like, if you want the very best, you gotta go get Freddie Riedenschneider. That's him. Okay. Still don't know your name, buddy, but you're a fucking amazing actor. I love you.
So I think we can call it a wrap on that then?
Yeah, good movie. Go see it if it's still in theaters. If not, you should rent it or download it.
Wait till it comes out. Don't download.
Yeah, don't download. Who would say that? I never said that.
Yeah. We only support legal activities on the internet.
That's right. I'm going to go drink and drive here in a second.
Sweet. But, it's a great movie. I'm glad we saw it.
Me too. And I'm glad we supported the Neon, because it's a great theater.
Yes, it is. Alright, so like I said, we recorded this before we actually did our show, so we're probably just going to fade back into whatever other conversation we're going to have in the future.
Right.
Where you'll find out about what we're going to do for the episode after this.
Wow.
Because we don't know yet.
We just traveled 88 miles per hour.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks for listening to this, and enjoy the rest of the show if there is one. Hopefully there is. At least enjoy the outro.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks. So that was our Burn After Reading segment. I guess we should wrap this fucker up. Otherwise, I think 2 shows in, we might hit the 2-hour mark at this point.
Oh, yeah, that's not
so we still don't know exactly what all is going to be in the show.
This is the Kevin Costner of podcasts.
I listen to a hell of a lot of podcasts when I'm at work, and sometimes I always wish that, at least the good ones, I wish they all went on a lot longer than they do.
Right.
Because it eats up a lot of my time at work. It makes the day go faster. And I hope that someone who might listen to this at work feels the same.
Yeah, this is for them.
I hope this is a time waster for you.
I know it is for us.
Yeah. We could have been doing so many other things at this point.
We've been working on our comics, sleeping.
Sleep is good. I haven't had a lot of sleep in...
Did you just nod off there?
Yeah, what?
Were you trying to think of how long you hadn't slept, or did you actually?
I was trying to think of how long I hadn't slept.
I was like, maybe you did fall asleep. For a minute, I believed.
Alright, so I guess we should wrap this fucker up. Let's talk about what we're going to be seeing and reading in the next episode, which will be 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
I chose this week's comic, The Umbrella Academy. You chose this week's movie, Burn After Reading. So it's my turn to pick the movie and your turn to pick the comic.
We're switching it up.
Ew. Stop saying that. Who wants to go?
I'll go.
Alright, I'm excited.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to
Hold on. Is this going to cost me a lot of money? Because
No.
I want to go on vacation.
It's going to cost you
the next month.
It's going to cost you nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a freebie.
Really?
Because it's going to be something that I'm buying that comes out tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I was looking through my collection. I was like, I'm going to pick something that I've already read, so I don't have to read any more comics. Because I fucking hate comics. but then I was looking at the list of stuff that was coming out tomorrow. And there's a book that I'm going to buy that I've never read because, it comes out tomorrow for the first time.
Right.
And I was like, well, that'd be good. We can both read it. You can read my copy. That way you don't have to buy one.
Okay.
So the book I chose is... I lost the note. I wrote down the title of it, but I'm pretty sure...
I can look it up if we need to.
I'm 99% sure. It's called My Brain is Hanging Upside Down, which is, reference to the Ramones song.
Uh-huh.
And it's by David Heatley. And I've only been slightly familiar with his work. I've seen some of his stuff, but I haven't really read much of it. But this one, I think it's about it's like autobiographical sexual escapades. And
So lots of cock.
lots of cock.
Nice.
Not as much as in the newish of War Heroes, but
Wow. That was just one giant one. Which they stole from you, didn't they?
yeah. I was gonna say I posed for that shot because all he does is take photos,
But he's one of the good ones.
he's one of the good ones. Yeah, him and Tim Bradstreet. I like Tim Bradstreet.
I did as well.
But yeah, so it's called My Brain is Hanging Upside Down. So if you can find a copy of it out there, anyone, you should read it and email us what you think. Yeah,
Looks kind of not exactly, but a little bit Chris Ware-ish.
I was thinking Dan Close. How do you say his name? Klaus.
I would say Klaus.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of that too. I don't know. Of course, it's really fucking tiny. So
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out after tomorrow. Then.
Yeah, it comes in tomorrow. Well, here's my greatest fear: is that Diamond fuck ups that they are. Yeah, we'll forget to ship it, and we'll end up reading Jack Kirby's Silver Star instead.
Well, then, if that happens, we'll come back here and re-record this part so you can tell us the new book.
That's true.
Because I got a week to edit this. So.
And anyone that's listening, they don't know that this is actually maybe the third time we've already done that.
Right.
Who knows? Who knows that power of editing?
Yeah, I could have accidentally deleted the entire show at one point, and we had to re-record.
You wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
Who would do that?
Idiots. That's it.
Bumbling fools.
Exactly.
And we are professionals.
Exactly.
So yeah. What movie are you thinking?
All right, movie time. All right, we had such a good time seeing Burn After Reading that I decided, and I don't want to make this a regular thing, but there's a movie coming out this weekend that
another field trip.
I really want to see, and it's at the Neon. We're going to go see Choke.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Wow, that's cool. I've read the book. I've never seen the movie.
I have read the book as well. I love the book.
Did I just say I've never seen the movie?
Yes.
I said that out loud. Yeah.
Well, it actually has been out for a week, so I guess technically that,
and there is
it just hasn't been in Ohio
this
week.
Well, gosh darn, they done got it all the way over to us. We get everything kind of on the ass end of the spectrum.
Actually, this is pretty early for this. It just opened last weekend. I guess this past weekend.
Okay.
So we're only getting it like a week later than normal. Usually, we have to wait like 6 months, and everyone else in the freaking world has already seen the movie, and then hey, the Neon gets it after it's already at the $1.90 bin at Blockbuster.
Yeah, you can get it at a McDonald's in Chicago in their red box 3 months ago. But we just now get it.
Yeah.
No, but I'm not making fun of Neon, though. I love the Neon.
I do as well. So we're gonna have another field trip. We're gonna go see Choke.
I love eating popcorn.
I'm kind of against popcorn, but that has more to do with bad personal memory than anything else.
And Choke is the Chuck Palahniuk book.
Yeah.
The guy that wrote Fight Club and Survivor and all that.
And I love those books as well. And I loved Fight Club, the movie.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was coming out so soon.
Yep.
I knew it was on its way this year, but...
Yeah, it's open last weekend, pretty much everywhere else except here. So we get it this weekend, and we're going to go see it.
Yeah, awesome.
Nice. All right. So, I think we're going to take off for now. We're going to go watch some Pushing Daisies.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Got that from the Netflix. And draw a little, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. I brought a sketchbook.
Okay, whatever. Just go the fuck home then.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Hey, I'm going to draw whether I'm at home or here.
All right.
I might as well draw here.
All right. So, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Thank you.
14 days.
What?
Sorry. Evil must perish.
Sorry. Wow, everything was going so well up until this part. Fuck it. Bye.
Gutter Trash can be downloaded at www.guttertrash.net, iTunes, Podcast Alley, and Feedburner. You can also find us at myspace.com/guttertrash_net, seanborn.net, blog.seanborn.net, and buyerbewarecomics.blogspot.com. Contact us at show@guttertrash.net, eric@guttertrash.net, or jason@guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening to Gutter Trash. We'll see you next time.